Halt! Welcome to Mournhold, capital city of the Ebonheart Pact. We track all visitors. Upon arrival, everyone must see a registrar who will record your name and business in Mournhold. Thank you for your cooperation. Deshan has become a chaotic, dangerous place. Why shouldn't we instill a degree of order in our most prominent city? A little inconvenience is a small price to pay for your continued safety, citizen. Speak with Registrar Revel in the city center. Take the stairs up to the central building and you should find him in the courtyard there. Do not dally. It is illegal to enter Mournhold without being registered.
Yeah! Yeah!
Welcome, friend.
Yeah!
The Ordinators must be vigilant in our pursuit of preserving the peace for the Tribunal. Sadly, we can't be everywhere at once. And so Magistrix Vox grows bolder every day. So the rumors are true. Do Mark take the Maulborn and the trouble they've caused? We won't let the Gorge fall again.
Yeah! Yeah!
Word of the plague in the west has reached Mournhold. We were told to watch for someone matching your description. It's good to have you in the city. Yes, of course. I have orders from the Tribunal Temple to register you and grant you access to the city immediately. The Sacred Lady, Almalexia, requests that you attend her in the temple at your earliest convenience. Yes, I already said that. Weren't you listening? It's a rare honor to receive an audience with the Sacred Lady. You should go now and leave this lowly clerk to his duties. We can't all have appointments with the Divine.
Yeah!
About time you showed up. I was going crazy waiting out here. This place isn't exactly on my list of favorite places to hang out, you know. No, I just enjoy hanging around the temple. I love all the gnashing of teeth and hypocrisy. Yes, I was waiting for you. Look, don't get too excited. There's trouble brewing and I don't have a contract, so I can't officially get involved. The Maulborn are in the city. They saw what they did in Narcissus, and I don't want to see the same thing happen in Mournhold. I'm not supposed to care, but I guess I'm getting a little soft. You've got the clout to find someone in power and investigate. Wait, you got a date with the Sacred Lady? You really are something. Look, tell her about the Maulborn. Maybe she'll let you look into this. I normally wouldn't think of using her, but this is important, and I know Almalexia cares about the city. And I'll see if I can find out where the Maulborn are hiding. I'll meet you at the Flaming Nix, the corner club southeast of here. Oh, and listen, don't breathe a word about me to Almalexia. Promise you'll do that, and I'll help you save Mournhold.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mournhold, my child. Your name is known to the Tribunal. You are wise to heed my summons. You have helped my people, and through your actions you have aided me. I sense that your accomplishments thus far are only the beginning. My registrars have given you access to the city, but I would like to personally thank you for your deeds. Nonsense. I take pleasure in rewarding those who serve my will. May this lantern provide you light in even the darkest situations. But I sense something troubles you. Tell me. Fear not to speak your mind in my divine presence. I sense that there is more to your story, but I won't pry. I trust your instincts and your judgment in these matters. Consider yourself blessed with my authority. You may investigate the Moorborn presence as you see fit. Do not be so quick to offer your thanks. After all, you are doing all the work. Should you remove this Moorborn thorn from my side, I will have yet another reason to thank you. Go speak to your secretive allies. We have similar goals, for now. Do you always question a gift from a god? But I am in a generous mood. The lantern requires no fuel or flame to produce light. Simply activate the lantern, and it will summon a ball of illumination to your side for a short time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, hero. Good to see you gone out of there in one piece. I understand that Almalexia can be a little rough on her toys. While you were getting cozy with the goddess, I discovered something interesting. The House Dresvarm outside the city is on high alert. I saw the guards get violent with people for just walking by. They're using a courier named Thoraville to deliver bribes to house leaders and city officials. I think they're hiding something. You know me so well, but we'll need to get the courier's key. He's been picking up wine here, then delivering bottles around town. He tends to keep a bottle or two as he goes along. We might be able to use that to our advantage. Poison. Don't give me that look. It's not lethal poison. It'll just put him in a nice deep sleep. Follow him, and when he takes a sip from his bottle and falls over, you can grab his key. Don't get too cocky, hero. House Dres is full and far, and its agents are on edge. If the courier thinks he's being followed, he might get spooked. You want him relaxed enough to start drinking, got it? So keep your distance. How's the wine downstairs? Did you find the special blend? Good. Now we wait for the courier to come pick it up. We don't want to draw any attention to ourselves. Stay close. There he is now. Closer. Come closer. No, eyes front. Look at me. We're close friends. Closer. I said something funny. You're laughing. He just passed by. He's got the wine. Like what you see, hero? Of course you do. He's almost at the door. Keep watching me. All right, he's out. Go!
Who's there? Is someone following me?
See, I'm busy.
I made it. Did you miss me? Find anything exciting before I got here? Well, well, well. See that? That's an impressive trapdoor for a simple farmhouse cellar. I love it when my hunches pan out. Isn't it obvious? Open the door. They must be hiding something good down there. I'm surprised House Drez managed to do anything with the Ordinators on high alert. Not much gets past them, even when they're not looking for trouble. Part of me hopes that all we find are a bunch of old crates that nobody cares about. But I've got one of those feelings, and I'm pretty sure it involves the Maulborn. What I want and what I do are usually very different things, my friend. Let's just get down there and see what's going on. With any luck, we'll be done before the Corner Club serves tonight's flaming Nick stew. And the drinks will be on me. About time you got here. What took you so long? Come on, let's see what's down here. No, this can't be right. Damn it! These tunnels were supposed to... This isn't good. I wish my partner Veron was here. He'd know what to do. Wait. No, I don't. Veron would wring my neck for being down here. So, fair warning. This could be bad. Real bad. This cave system, it links directly to the sewers beneath Mournhold. Well, to part of them. The sewers are more extensive than you'd think. That's why I couldn't find the Maulborn. They can move through these tunnels without being noticed. Let's just say I've spent more than my share of time sneaking around beneath cities. If you've seen one sewer, you've seen them all. Protections were placed down here to hide people. People with blood on their hands. People like me. If they found a way to activate the Daedric wards again, then the Maulborn have a virtual hidden highway to use against us. That's not relevant right now, hero. Stay focused. Find the Maulborn and figure out what they're up to. And we can talk about my sordid yet extremely intriguing past. There should be a door somewhere nearby. I'll keep an eye out. Let me guess. The door won't open? There's got to be something controlling it. Look around a bit. And watch out for those creatures. They're ugly. Good job! I knew you could do it. Meet me inside. The wards. They're active. That's impossible. No one outside my organization should have been able to activate them. If the Maulborn are using this base, the entire city is in danger. No, they can't be. Maybe a splinter group or something? I don't know what to think. Not all of us exactly see eye to eye on our current situation, but to join up with the Maulborn? That's just idiotic. It used to be, but we haven't used these halls in a long, long time. Not since we fell out of favor. That's just it. There shouldn't be anything down here. Not anymore. Sure, in the past, when the wards were active, we used this place to come and go as we pleased. There wasn't a better hiding place for a group of dedicated assassins for hire. I suppose anyone with knowledge of the Daedric arts might be able to activate them. I'm not an expert on magic, you know. I need to warn somebody. Veron needs to know about this. Do what you do best. Rush in, swinging weapons and tossing magic around like there's no tomorrow. If you find whoever activated the wards, get them to tell you what's going on down here. I know you will. That's why I ran into you on your way to the temple. I'll drop the Ordinators an anonymous tip. Maybe even get word to your beloved goddess. Hopefully someone will show up to give you a hand. Just don't die on me, hero. Got that?
Stay back! Attacking the city! Stay back!
What fool dares enter the lair of the Malborn? Wait, we know you. Magistrix Vox will be pleased with us when we display your head on a Enough of this nonsense. I'll deal with you myself.
My city, my people, shall not be harmed. The scent of Daedric magic permeates the air. Those who practice forbidden magic shall pay dearly for their crime. It seems I am in your debt again, champion. Your friend. She thinks to hide from me. But I heard her words of warning. She cares for you. But Verona is wounded. I shall take her to the Mages Guild where she can receive care. Find her there.
I know you want to help the Nord cultural exchange. Yeah!
I know you. You were in the sewers, right? You saved me, didn't you? I don't remember much, but I remember you. I came to Mournhold a few weeks ago, to visit some friends. I guess word got out that a Telvanni was in the city, because I suddenly found myself tied up in the sewers. The Maulborn. They kept badgering me about Daedric magic. Members of House Telvanni are known for their knowledge of all types of magic. I guess they assumed I could make the old wards active again. I did what they wanted. Eventually. It was either that or... I don't want to think about it. I only know what I heard. I think they were planning an attack of some sort. They sent off a large group just before you showed up. I told all of this to the Sacred Lady. She said you would visit me and I should tell you to find an Ordinator.
Striders are all insane. And Bakara is the worst of you. Khajiit or no, sneaking into Dominion territory is suicide.
I've never credited the Furball with abundance of intelligence. What exactly is it she expects to find at the Elden Tree?
Herbs? Relics? Of course.
Yeah.
Back to the guild before long.
Just in time. The Sacred Lady asked us to watch for you. Indeed, the Sacred Lady wants you to know that she wasn't able to eliminate all of the pests you found in the sewers. So Amalexia believes. I was told to convey upon you the gratitude of the Tribunal, and to inform you that the Sacred Lady still has need of your services. And one more thing. The Sacred Lady wishes to speak with you. Personally. She awaits your presence. Please. The Sacred Lady doesn't share all her secrets with those who serve her, but as far as I know, no attack has yet occurred within the confines of the city. We've been ordered not to discuss the entirety of the situation in public, to prevent panic, you understand. The Lady summons you. Go.
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of my own children have betrayed me. I am rarely an angry god, but this time there shall be a reckoning. Rage consumes me. The Maulborn invade my home, they attack my children, they attack me. You have proven yourself loyal and capable. I call upon you to serve me once more. The Maulborn penetrated the temple and opened a portal into oblivion. Even now, Daedra swarm within its hallowed halls. Such sacrilege must not stand. Banish the Daedra that defile our temple. Defeat them, and then make your way to my altar. While you slay their minions, I shall determine what the Maulborn are really up to. Now go, and carry my divine rage with you.
Yeah.
I sense the temple is free of the Daedric incursion. We are well pleased. While you fought for my glory, I learned more about our foes. Magistrix Vox used Daedric magic to split the seams of the wards around the High Chapel. Then she opened an Oblivion Gate to fill the temple with Daedra. You need to get into the High Chapel. Vox managed to bypass the defenses, but its wards are still in place, drawing on the full power of the Tribunal. We must get... Without the blessing of each of the three, no mortal may pass through the wards and enter the High Chapel. You have more than proven yourself to me. You have my blessing already. Go to the cloisters of Vivec and Sothasil. My companion gods are absent, but they left trials I can activate to grant their blessings. Pass the trials, and you will be blessed. Vivec's trial will measure your clarity of judgment. He saw our blessed people through vexing times. His wisdom reveals the secrets others keep. So shall yours be put to the test. Vivec's teachings often take the form of allegories and tales. His lessons are learned by listening and then acting. His challenge exemplifies that approach. You must listen, then act.
My lord Vivec, I bear the most grievous news. Belronan Telvanni challenged me to a duel of blood. I regret to say, I won. It was a small cut upon the arm, enough to settle the matter, but he fell dead. I was advising Tolnus and Galtza when the others arrived, Belronan full of anger, Fenila a sneer on her lips, and Morami resigned to what came next. Belronan claimed I'd interfered in his affairs. He insisted I knew what he meant. Of course not. I told him so, but he claimed it a lie and challenged me to a first blood duel. Then everything turned to death. My blade ended his life and directly caused his turmoil. I willingly submit to your judgment, Lord Vivec.
Lord Vivec, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord.
A tragedy, Lord Vivec. Belronan's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability.
Fenila lent Belronan her blade before the duel. I insisted Varman and Belronan swap weapons. You'd think she was Ash Mountain the way she fumed.
Lord Vivec, I was here when Belronan issued his challenge. He would still live if not for Fenila. She stoked the Telvanni's rage, urging him not to back away from an insult to his honor. She called herself his friend. Curious way to show it. Lord Vivec, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord. Morami sold me poison yesterday. I'd planned to hunt cliff racers next week, but decided this was a better way to get rid of vermin, so I poisoned the blade. Belronen should never have traded weapons. Worse, he should never have lost to Varman.
A tragedy, Lord Vivek. Belronen's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability. Of course I sold her poison. As your keen eye no doubt realized, the writing on Varman's note to Belronen was my own. He sold forbidden relics, so I gave him the tools to shame himself and his house. I'm delighted he took me up on it. I did nothing but provide opportunity for a heretic to destroy himself. The act of dueling anyone within the temple would undo him. It's only fitting the Fetcher did so with the tools I presented, and with such finality.
You walked in our skin and wrought our judgment. You exposed the lie at the core of all truth. This may be lost on you. It does not matter. We are echoes of Vivek. Nothing more, all things less. We recall the wisdom of his judgment, which differed from your own. You could not know. You are not Vivek. Both. Neither. We rewarded Fenila for her cunning, yet House Redoran suffered for poisoning a Telvanni in another's duel. We flayed Morami for her actions, yet elevated House Hlalu for its actions in exposing a heretic. Can you accept this truth? Through your wisdom and judgment, you have earned Vivek's favor. Receive our blessing.
Sotha Seal values intelligence and ingenuity. He builds, he maintains. He is the master of his creations. He shall test these qualities in you. Sotha Seal has devised a test that allows him to learn more about you each time you complete it. You are to repair one of his clockwork toys, and then break it.
Your reason surpassed the Arbiter's trap. In doing so, you've revealed yourself to us. You do not fully comprehend. Such is your imperfection. We are the imperfection of Sothosil, excised from his being, yet never truly apart. We measure the indulgence of inspiration against the necessities of progression. You will never know. You are not Sothosil. Perfection can never truly be attained. By testing one's constantly degrading mechanism against this unknowable goal, you reveal the imperfections of your own device. Can you accept this necessity? For comprehending the necessity of imperfection, you have earned the blessing of Sothosil.
You're too late. Vox has the artifact. The judgment of Veloth is hers. I may fall, but you are too late to stop Magistrix Vox. She will destroy you all!
I felt a burst of power from the temple and ventured within, fearing the worst. But you've prevailed. What have you discovered? I will discover what powers the Judgment of Veloth possesses and why Vox has stolen it. In the meantime, you must pursue Magistrix Vox. For your heroism and service this day, I name you a Hand of Amalexia. Go with my blessing upon you. As Vox fled Mournhold, she went east. With the recent troubles, the Ordinators are on high alert. One of them saw her headed that way. To the east of Mournhold lies Selphora, a quiet village known for its independent spirit. Vox almost certainly passed through there. Start your search in Selphora.
Hey, over here.
You know, I think I'll stay right here for a while.
Turn back, traveler. There was an explosion and now Selphora is overrun. I was injured trying to get to the inn. I don't know what happened. The elders were gathered in the center of town. Then there was a flash, and suddenly spirits were everywhere. So many people died. But they remain here as angry and vengeful spirits. I think so, but probably not far. I need to go to the inn. That's where survivors were gathering.
Elenisi? Thank the three you made it. We feared the worst. Have you brought help?
It was a close call. I'd be dead if not for this traveler's assistance.
You've chosen a bad time to visit Selphora, stranger. Spirits roam the streets and unquenchable fire consumes the town. Selphora is lost.
Don't be too hasty, Meldris. Our new friend is powerful. I've seen what the traveler can do. I never thought I'd be so happy to get back in this inn. I think so. At least for the moment. But we're worried there are other survivors still outside. There's a temple on the hill overlooking the town. We're hoping that others have found sanctuary there. We're no match for ghosts. I barely survived skirting the edge of town. None of us would make it there. Yes, I saw how you handle yourself. I know you can make it. It's on the other side of the bridge. There's a staircase to the south of here, but I can't tell you if the path is safe or not.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
You saved the woman. You have my thanks. Yes, that is true. My suffering follows a different path. I'm cursed to only observe. My thoughts, my memories, they're a jumble. I think there may be a way to save the town. It's so hard to remember. There was a decanter, somewhere in the temple below. Its water was holy. You have seen the strange fires throughout town? I remember that much. Maybe this liquid can quench those flames. I fear I don't know for certain. So many things I don't know. You'll have to test it. See if the water will work on the magic fire within the chamber of the tree. Look for a brazier of unnatural flame. Be wary, stranger. My heart tells me spirits aren't the only things left in the wake of Selphora's destruction. When Saint Veloth came to Resdain, what Morrowind is now, he planted the seeds of his homeland. Only the Tree of Somerset survived. This temple was built around it. Strange. Why do I remember this clearly, when all else is fog?
Selphora is dead. You will not save her.
You gained the decanter. There was an echo here, but now it is silent. The defilement begins to lift from Selphora. The fog begins to clear, but so many memories rush in. What you fought was an echo of Magistrix Vox. She left it here to bind the spirits to this place. Part of her punishment of Selphora. There's something you must see. Praise to the three Magistrix Vox. To what do we owe
Behold,
the honor of your
I
visit?
bear the hammer of Veloth, priest. I have come to rally my people against the taint of the three.
What are you saying, Vox? Have you gone mad?
Mad? You want to see mad? Let me show you true madness.
I have shown you everything I can remember. I remember my death, but that is the past now. You have more pressing matters to deal with than to listen to a ghost's stories. You have the decanter now. There are two people still trapped in the town. A young man and a woman, but the magical fire closes in on them. Yes, that should work. Find the houses in which they are trapped and save them.
Who are you? How did you get past the flames? You don't have to tell me twice.
I knew someone would come. I never gave up hope. It's close by. Now that the fire's out, I should be able to make it.
My mother and brother are safe, and I have you to thank. Praise the three they survived. So not every spirit in Selphora is filled with hate? Then I am thankful to it that my mother and brother are still alive. My father, Tiden Arthalin. No one has seen him since the catastrophe struck. Was he at the temple? Maybe he went to the town hall. It's usually locked. Here, take this key. Please, he might be hiding there. He might be injured.
Tiden's gone, I'm afraid. I'm all that remains of his too short life. I was. What's the proper way to say that when you're dead? Don't be. You saved my family. And you can do something more. You can save Selphora. With the decanter, it can do much more than put out magical fires. It's a vessel for spiritual energy. So much to explain. Understand this. The echo of Vox that you fought earlier isn't gone. It's my jailer and tormentor. I'm chained to it, but it's also chained to me. Go to the crater in the middle of town. When you get there, I'll summon Vox's echo. Defeat the echo again, but this time, draw it into the decanter. This is where our end began. I showed you Magistrix Vox's arrival and how she demanded we join her. Treason! We would not do it. When we refused, she decided to make an example of us. She used St. Veloth's judgment to tear a hole in Selphora. And then, in an instant, the souls of half the townsfolk were ripped from their bodies. They flew into the hammer. She left nothing but twisted remnants of those souls behind, as guardians of sorts. Undo? No. Soothe? Maybe. But first, you must defeat the Echo of Vox. It holds the corruption here. It's the poison in Selphora's wound. Prepare yourself. The Echo of Vox approaches. Come forth, Echo of Vox. Come forth, vile parasite. Face your doom.
How dare you suffocate? You shall suffer for this outrage.
You did it! The Echo of Vox is defeated, and the fires and spirits have dissipated. With Vox's echo gone, I am free. Tell my family I love them. Tell them to carry on.
We heard a commotion outside. What happened? Did you find my father? Oh no. Is it about father? He's dead, isn't he? No! Tell me he's all right. Please! He never abandoned his principles. My father was a stubborn but good man. Oh, Father, he was the best man I've ever known. What will we do without him? Carry on? Oh, Father, we'll try, but we'll miss him so. At least we know what happened. Thanks for freeing us from this horror. Oh, Mindrez, well... Oh, I pray all is not lost. There's trouble at the shrine of St. Veloth. I came to find help, but it appears that Selphora has problems of its own. Oh, it happened so fast. Magistrix Vox called forth St. Veloth himself and then unleashed a wave of destruction. The spirit of the saint himself seems to be fading. I ran all the way here to find some help. Can you help us?
Yeah.
Once again, my people need me, but I dwindle and fade. I was. Now I am but a remnant of my former glory. Magistrix Vox shattered my reliquary and reduced me to my current state. You need my blessing to defeat her, but as I am now, I cannot bestow it. Restore my reliquary. Find the pieces scattered about the shrine and bring them to Master Aaron at the central dais. When I am made whole, I can help you prevail against Vox. Many of my priests died fighting the Daedra, who now defile the shrine. Those who remain seek to gather the pieces of my reliquary. Speak to Priest Deline, who is best favored of my servants. I know she still lives.
Yeah.
Over here! We need help to close the... Over here! We need help... By the skull of the saint! Sacrilege, blasphemy, and heresy. Saint Veloth said someone would come to aid us. Magistrix Vox opened Daedric portals within these holy grounds. They're like wounds in the world. Now all sorts of vile creatures pour through and attack us. We tried to close the portals, but Vox was clever. She used dark magic to tie each portal to a watcher. You have to kill the watchers to close the portals. That's how many of us died. Please close them. Then find me by the central dais. Just take out those watchers near the portals. If you don't kill them close to the portals they guard, another one of the creatures pops up to take its place. Blasted Vox. I may not look it, but I'm glad to see you. Thank you. Your efforts have lifted the morale of the priests and acolytes, giving us all hope. We are in your debt. Three bless you and thank you. Now we can see about restoring some order to this chaos.
It will take time to deal with the Daedra that came through before you closed the portals. We'll be busy for a while, it seems. Saints bless you, but we have an even bigger problem. In all the chaos, we just discovered that the Saint's holy skull is missing. One of my priests saw a Daedroth carry it off. We must recover it. Acolyte Hlen's on the trail of the Daedroth that took it. I saw him follow the thing toward the western crypts. Now, please hurry before that beast damages our holy relic.
Yeah!
I am, though I wish I wasn't. What a monster. But it's got the sacred cranium, I'm sure of it. It stalked off this way, and I sneaked after it. It went into the crypt. You can probably follow it just by its odor. It smells like a hot forge. Are you going after it? Because I'm not. That thing breathes fire.
Please, make haste, or soon I will be no more. Take it to the dais and place it with the reliquary pieces. Vox believed that when she shattered my reliquary, she removed me from this battle. Your deeds have foiled her scheme.
She wants to return to a simpler time, when our people worshipped the good Daedra. But that time is past. Nonetheless, she wields my hammer, Veloth's Judgement. I used it to defend our people. She uses it for revenge.
The Tribunal has long held it in their care. Mad and reckless, Vox stole it from their temple. Now I am fading and my connection to this plane becomes more tenuous. If you would restore my reliquary, delay no longer. I am returned to my customary ethereal vigor. Thanks to you, my child. Vox possesses my hammer, the Judgement. Like any such artifact, it can be used for good or turned to darker purposes. But all is not lost. I can protect you from the hammer's powers. When Judgment falls, Vox kills her target and traps its soul. The trapped souls feed her power, making her stronger than other mortals. Few can survive the hammer's strike, but you shall. I shall bestow upon you my blessing. Imbued with the power of my holy favor, the hammer cannot kill you. But it will send you to where the other souls are trapped. You shall free Vox's prisoners and thus break her power. Go now, exalted by my blessing, to Eidolon's Hollow. Stop Magistrix Vox and put an end to her madness.
Oh dear. His impatience will get him in trouble. I'm sure Darlan is fine. I probably shouldn't worry. Healer Darlan. He was headed to Eidolon's Hollow to tend to the wounded. He wanted Dremora hearts. He uses them to craft healing potions. I collected a few, but he was gone by the time I returned. How will he make his potions without them? I followed you around and collected hearts from the Dremora you killed. Easiest job I've had in weeks. Darlan can make strong healing potions out of them. It's a wonder that something beneficial can come from these creatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
A new hand has arrived. Notify Almalexia that her champion is here.
I came all the way from St. Veloth's shrine to lend my skills to this effort. Eldry fuss is too much. I'm needed here. My contributions may be less flamboyant than those with a more militaristic approach, but I help in my own small way. Oh, what a disgusting mess you get when you put a bunch of Dremora hearts in a sack. But thanks for bringing them to me. The potions I can make with these will help a lot.
Ah, you've come, and just in time. Vox has summoned Daedric cultists to make up for the Moorborn losses. Mother Morrowind ordered us to wait for the one who brings the blessing of Veloth to arrive. Lady Almalexia sent her ordinators to hold this position, but we are too few to go up against Vox's bolstered forces. A moment, please. Our lady knows of your arrival. Sit by the fire and she'll speak to you presently.
You received Veloth's blessing and have come to the Hollow, just as I have foreseen. The blasphemer Vox has sealed herself behind powerful wards. While these wards are in place, she is hidden from me. 3 wards protect her. 1 bound to the living, 1 to the dead, and 1 to the Daedric plains. Destroy these wards, then you will be able to enter the blasphemer's lair.
Strange lights emanate from 3 locations in the ruins above. That's where I look for the wards. Once they fall, the way into Vox's lair should be clear.
Don't trifle with
Are you that shatters Vox's wards and defies her will? Why hasn't she consumed your soul, as she has with all the others? How very interesting. Others have made this claim. Others have died. Still, I enjoy watching a good challenge. I see you have powerful allies of your own. Almalexia and Veloth. But they can't help you here. You threaten Vox, enraging her, forcing her to commit even more brutal atrocities. How glorious. Soon her army of Daedra and lost souls will march forth, unleashing new terrors across the land. Bold words, but your divines can't protect you here. Your goddess hides in her temple, while Vox wields the power of oblivion. How do you hope to stand against that? Veloth's blessing. So impressive. But a paltry blessing doesn't make you invincible. You must learn Vox's secrets before you can hope to face her as an equal. Search for the 3 anima archives within. Let them pull you into the realm of memory. Let them show you how this little drama came to be. The archives will reveal Vox's past, letting you witness the events that brought us to this moment. Start with the Western Anima Archive and touch the Anima Crystal. Then speak to me and watch and learn. Vox wasn't always like this. Once she willingly served the Tribunal and was committed to its cause. Vox's son grew distant, more radical. He broke his mother's heart. Watch, listen. This is how Vox's dark journey begins.
You mustn't do this, my son. Defying the Tribunal is a death sentence.
Enough, Mother! Your faith in false gods blinds you to the truth.
You mustn't say such things, Miram.
Silence, Mother! The Daedric princes return. I welcome them as the true gods of this land.
Please, Miram, come back. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Yeah.
The son listened when cunning Boethia whispered in his ear. He tried to steal an artifact from the Tribunal Temple, the hammer known as the Judgement of Veloth. Many of the Tribunal's faithful died gloriously that day. Miram was caught and punished. Magistrix Vox witnessed her son's torment. She was powerless to intervene.
My child, why have you spilled innocent blood? What has led you to perform such evil?
You are a lie, Almalexia! A false god! I renounce you as the impostor you are!
You show no remorse, and your crimes cannot be ignored. Let this be a lesson to all who would oppose the tribunal.
No, my lady. Mercy! I beg of you! He's my only son!
What mercy did Miram show his victims? I am sorry, dear Yuri, but he has earned this punishment.
Oh!
Poor Vox, mad with grief, vowed revenge upon the three. Beautiful Boethia whispered in the mother's ear, revealing that faith isn't as strong as the bond between a mother and her child. Vox had been wronged. She'd been pushed too far. As a trusted servant of the tribunal, Vox had access to their inner chambers and their most prized treasures. Almalexia believed Vox's devotion was strong, her faith unshakable. Almalexia was wrong.
False gods, false justice. Miram was right. The Daedric princes must return, and blood let them die. Let them rot. Let them feel my pain. No false gods can stop me.
Yes, you really yes. Let your plague spread across the land as your rage fills you and makes you strong. But you need Veloth's hammer. You must take it for your own.
The Judgement. That's what my son sought to possess. Yes, it will be mine. And with Judgment in my hand, the tribunal shall fall.
Go! Gather your followers. Spread your plague. Wield the hammer. With it, you can devour living souls and unleash your true power.
You think to hide from me, intruder? I see you.
Impressive. Her memory detected your presence. Look how her power grows. Your time is running out. This is so exciting. I think you'll have only one chance to stop her. You saw the pain that drove Vox to unleash the plague and rally them all born to glorious acts of violence. Now you understand her motives and are finally ready to face her. Well, except for the power of Veloth's hammer. You can't overcome that. Veloth's hammer allows Vox to strip away the souls of those she slays and imprison them in her misty realm. They lose their memories and grant her almost divine power. To challenge Vox, you need to set those souls free. I want to see a fair fight, but that can't happen here. Judgment keeps your silly gods at bay. There's only one sure course. You must die by the hammer Vox wields. Once you enter her realm, you can collapse it from within. What are you worried about? You have Veloth's blessing. It's your connection to this world. Believe in yourself and in Veloth. The Saint will protect you, and I can't wait to see how all this turns out. Don't disappoint me.
The meddler from my memories. Have you come to die? You shattered my wards. You entered my hollow in service to a false god. I'm impressed you made it this far, but your interference ends here. Kill you? I could have done that long ago. You are strong. You overcame obstacles that blocked even the false goddess. Why kill you? You'd make a fine ally. Innocent. Innocent. You saw what your goddess did to my son. Why do you choose to be a willing slave of those imposters? Think for yourself. Stand with me. You utter fool. Stop me? Not even the tribunal can stop me. The power of Veloth's judgment courses through my body. You shall feel its power as I take your life and absorb your soul. I will have your power, and the tribunals as well.
Another one? But there's something different about this one.
You're right, Miram. This one's solid.
A visitor? Strange. Your hands, your body, solid, whole. Where did you come from? My mother? I have a mother? I don't remember much besides my name. This is my world, my everything. I've never known anything but this place. And you don't belong here. Why are you here? Free? I don't understand. My companions often speak of freedom, as if there's something more somewhere else. But they say we're trapped, that the Keeper holds us in this realm. Up there, on the Western Altar. We can't touch it. You could talk to my companions about freedom. I'll listen.
My gods have forsaken me, but you radiate divine favor. I sense power in you. Have you come to set us free? The Keeper imprisons us. It binds us to this realm. It mocks us. We can't touch it. We can't touch anything. But you... perhaps. The Keeper says it holds our souls. That's how we're bound. If the Keeper is defeated, perhaps I would be free. It's been so long since I felt this... joy. It feels like hope.
The power in your hands is familiar, yet I cannot place it. It almost feels... oh, what I would give to be able to feel anything. To feel the touch of wind on my face, my hand on another's.
The Keeper's tricks hold me here. It's locked my soul away and it taunts me with it, holding it in its crazy game of puzzles. It's so close, but it might as well be a million leagues away. On the eastern dais, 2 keys rotate in a pattern around 2 locks on the flagstones. To free my trapped spirit, both keys must be in place on both locks at the same time, or so the Keeper says. I can't touch it. I can't touch anything. But you, can you? If you could strike the keys, slow them down so they reach the locks at the same time. Oh please, you must try it.
This one has a body that I can rend.
You set my companions free. What power do you bring to this realm? Could you release me as well? The Keeper bound these two, but it said I was too precious for bonds. Its master wanted me to decide for myself when my memories return. What does that mean? Memories of what? A power struggle? I don't remember any of that. I don't remember who I was. There must be something I did before. That would help me remember. I killed. Yes, I killed. I remember. I thought they deserved it. Mother, the 3! Who did this? Tell me! Murder. Yes. And it isn't over, is it? Because now my mother murders in my place. Come, I'll open the portal to her domain. Together we'll stop her. This has gone on long enough.
It's so good to have my body back again.
So this is the reservoir of souls. How strange. We have to stop Vox here.
silence long enough. Feel the wrath of Veloth's judgment.
May luck follow you.
Vox is defeated, and Veloth's judgment returns to the temple where it belongs. Our will prevails. Order shall be restored. These are but a few of the innocents Vox imprisoned in her reservoir of souls. But her power is broken now, and they're free to pass on. That was your doing. Both Malvari and Daravis have been dead for a long time. They cannot return to life, but they can be set free. Yes, but your journey continues. The time has come for you to move on. We will work to restore order in Morrowind. You may leave that to the Three.
Excuse me. Good day, hero of Mournhold and Deshan. I hate to interrupt your victory, but I'm here to request your assistance. Dark times befall Shadowfen. Dark times indeed. Murders and disappearances in Stormhold, and the Vice Cannons can't find a culprit. The Vice Cannons need an outside party to help due to certain political complications. Vice Cannon Hronda expects me to send help. Head south from here. Once you run out of good dry land, go a bit further and you'll hit Stormhold. Locate Vice Cannon Hronda there. He'll direct you.
Yeah!
Don't leave town without... Don't leave town without the proper... Don't leave town without the...
Yeah! Yeah!
Take pride in your work, I always say.
I saw strange lights coming from 10 Mile Walk. I thought it was deserted.
You're a new face in Stormhold. As Vice Canon tasked with today's duties of audience, it is my solemn duty to warn you of the killer loose in our fine city. Be on your way, travel in pairs, etc. Did he mention the finder's fee he receives for sending you into the swamp? Of course not. Since he didn't, I'll provide you with his fee directly. Hand it to him the next time you see him, or use it for a pair of watertight boots. 3 murders, and Stormhold's about to boil over like my father's fish kettle. The Dark Elves blame the Argonians they owned before the Pact outlawed slavery. I miss the days of kicking arse. Now I'm expected to kiss them. That's not a question I've heard from a stranger. Fancy yourself a bloodhound, do you? I'd never doubt Stormhold's guards in a siege, but we've seen no progress with these murders. We'll gladly pay a bounty if you find the killer. Here's a list of the victims' families. Find out what they know about their murdered kin. I'm almost glad the guard never got around to it. As my son says, mammoths can't dance. You'll likely find Dendris Indolor at home. Gethys Omabar works at the smithy. As for Tyrell Alor, try the Mages Guild. Hold your nose when talking to that one.
Lock your doors tonight. They found another one.
I won't go down without a fight. On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small talk. About time the Vice Cannons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumark, take this accursed town! Shadow Scales, who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot, but if you ask me, the world would be a better place without those scaly fetchers.
Sorry, can't help you. Sane's running the shop while I mourn my brother. Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your vice cannon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Naldin wasn't the brightest star in the sky, but he didn't deserve this. Most of Stormhold, Naldin ran up a lot of debts. He also picked a lot of fights with the lizard skins. If the Shadow Scales didn't get him, it's because someone else moved faster.
I hope to be done here soon.
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife and... I'm sorry. Can I help you? Ironi and I always believed in the Pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blame the Shadow Scales. But what would they gain from her death? We treat everyone the same. It makes no sense. Thank the gods! She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Ironi made those locks, so I have the master key. Here, take it, please. Find out who did this. Don't allow her to become a symbol against the Pact.
What could the Dominion want with a dead hiss?
I didn't know that this was done.
They've kept the moral locks tight. Swamps have never been. You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
You expect them to do their jobs.
Gethys Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Ironi. Gethys saw Ironi, alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you to meet him there as soon as you can.
Praise Vivek! Halva found you. Whatever's in my home, it isn't my wife. Ironi. My Ironi. She's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's when she stabbed me. If that Argonian hadn't leapt between us, she'd have finished me off. I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that imposter from my home. Don't worry about me. I'll soon see my true Ironi.
Vice Canon Hrondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discovering the killer? Then we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadow Scales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again, though I pray I'm incorrect. When I said Vice Canon Hrondar was indisposed, I spoke half the truth. He's missing, and I fear it's the work of our killer. This is why Vice Canon Servina and I request your utmost discretion in recovering Vice Canon Hrondar to us. Listens to water as one of our little fish, our eyes and ears. He signals when he possesses urgent information for the Vice Canons. A short while ago, we received his signal. Be swift and silent as currents in a stream. Speak with listens to water on our behalf. Look for the mud huts. Don't ask for him by name, or he'll think you a debt collector. Remain discreet. If listens to water found the scent of Vice Canon Rondar, follow it until its end.
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
You expect them to do that?
I'll take those.
Shaw's bones, it's good to see you. The Dominion right under our noses. Damned insidious. I have to warn Servina and Hetamin. Quick, untie me. Yes, but I've been here less than a day. Some of Stormhold's citizens were here longer, held in the alcoves nearby. I'll distract these Dominion snowbacks. Should buy you time to free the prisoners. Meet me on the surface.
You did it! I'm free!
Free at last.
Gods, it felt good to bury an axe in their throats. From the prisoners trickling out, I trust you enjoyed yourself as much as I. Did you free them all? I'd be better if the damned ruins beneath my feet weren't infested with Dominion. We've posted guards until reinforcements can wipe them clean. You kept this city from tearing itself apart. Stormhold's in your debt. If the Dominion sent a large force to infiltrate Stormhold, they must have a camp somewhere in Shadowfen. It's time we take the fight to them. Tenma Walk, a Daedric ruin southeast of here. It's big enough to harbor a substantial enemy force, and close enough to trouble Stormhold. Besides, my scouts report signs of activity within. I'll take a regiment to Tenma Walk. Don't want to take any chances. You freed me from the Dominion's clutches before those skin-stealing milk drinkers could kill me and wear my face. Of course I could use your help. Meet my regiment at Tenma Walk. Keep your blades sharp. I'll find a way to turn you loose on the Dominion. time. We've got a mess on our hands. Worse than after a dog eats a cheese wheel. The Dominion ambushed us. I'd be ashamed to call it a rout if I wasn't considering how in oblivion they knew. At least we've learned where they are, even if it's Butcher's work to get them out of that place. Our attack was a disaster. The other vice cannons agreed to keep our forces together. Should have known they'd peel off the moment I turned my back. If they weren't keeping Stormhold from tearing itself apart, I'd let them boil in a fish kettle. That's the mess. If they're smart, they retreated to a defensible position. My scouts here spotted a cave in the ruins. Before I return to my regiment and order an assault, I need someone to break through enemy lines and confirm they're alive. The cave's smack in the middle of Tenmal Walk. The Dominions locked it tighter than a High Elf's fundament. Might have to knock a few heads to get past them.
What is it?
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!
How did you find us? Unless you're a skin stealer. Keep your hands empty, if you please. But you don't stink of death. You're likely what you seem. What remains for you to share is why you came here. Still with us, is he? That man is luckier than a Khajiit in an abandoned fishery. What does Rondar want? If it's for me to say he was right about sticking together, he can drown himself in a bog. We don't need rescuing. We need Rondar to recognize we're bait in another Dominion trap. Tell him I won't allow such wasteful theatrics on our behalf. If you find Vice Canon Rondar's regiment, you'll find him. Tell him to call off his attack before the Dominion picks him apart. He shouldn't throw away his soldiers for what little remains of our forces. If Vice Canon Rondar sends for reinforcements, he'll gain enough soldiers to clear these Dominion muckworms from the ruins. We can manage until then. It's a good place to fight with our tails to the wall.
Well and stay fit, but I'll die anyway.
You aren't like the others. You should keep your own face. It suits you better.
They came from underground. I saw them drag the others away. We prepared to assault the cave when the soldier beside me stabbed me in the back. When I fell, I saw my own regiment attack itself. Those skin stealers wore our friends' faces to betray us from within. Do you think that they have my face now? I saw them take Ukatse alive. Knocked him out. Dragged him away to that altar like a piece of meat. Don't let them steal his face.
Yeah!
What madness. Soldiers died thinking our own ranks betrayed us. I'd like to feed those skin stealers to a Wamasu with the flux. I saw Vice Canon Rondar's guard lead him away before the attack. If his guard was skin stealers, he's in grave danger. I'm not just the best-looking scout in Shadowfen. I'm also the best tracker. I can pick up Vice Canon Rondar's scent and lead us right to him. I'll need someone to watch my back while I follow my nose. We should work in pairs with skin stealers about, yes? Then I'll shadow you and alert you when I pick up Vice Canon Rondar's scent. Ready when you're ready. Something's wrong. He smells very dead. If the Vice Canon was dead this whole time, was it a skin stealer who launched the attack on the cave? Or before that, when we lost the other Vice Canons? Vice Canon Rondar always smelled of mead. I didn't. I should have. Zeus! What secrets do the Dominion already know? You're right. They'll know what to do. They have to. Despite his rough manner, Vice Canon Rondar was a hero to many in Stormhold. When this is all over, you'll have a fitting burial. This impostor must be found before he can fool anyone else. But I think I know where he's hiding. Vice Canon Rondar ordered us to stay away from a nearby hill. If it was his skin stealer, he must have held us back for a reason. I bet he's hiding below the hill's surface. The buried temple complex must have an entrance there. A doorway, maybe stairs, or a portal of some kind. I'd join you, but I'm no use in tight quarters. I'll inform the Vice Canons of what happened, yes?
Come to me, mortal. Curious. You dabble in their spells and break into their outpost. Oh, how he misjudged you. How grand. Yes, you marvelous fool. I allowed them to pull me from oblivion, bind my essence, and siphon my power because I'm secretly behind their shabby little plans. Oh, but you don't know about those, do you? You can never know that, dear mortal. But you're best able to help me dance upon my captor's innards, aren't you? For but a small favor, I'll tell you the Dominion's plans. Why they've come to Shadowfen. Whose faces they've taken. Everything. You must find the pair of altars binding me, further inside the complex. Do so, and I pledge to share the Dominion's plans and direct you to their most prized possession. Also, I pledge not to violate your corpse on your burial day. A true bargain. Within each altar you'll find simple foci. A mortal's touch destroys them and removes my bonds. Then all I offer is yours.
What are you doing? Hide before the Dominion spots you.
What a capable servant you are. So many to disembowel for their intransigence. I'm practically shivering with anticipation. For you, anything. Beyond the sealed door is the vault, and inside is the creature who wears your Vice Cannon's face. His master Ruvitar took the Namek egg away. A shame, truly. But I'll tell you how to cripple the skin stealers in the vault. Their key is sap of the Hist, boiled in vats. Fused with my essence, the sap is how the skin stealers steal the memories of their victims. No more sap, no more skin stealers. For my essence makes the sap flammable. So burn them. Burn them all. What a capable... They're a key, yet I have no patience. Burn the vats, little plaything. Please me with your actions, and I'll please you with your life. Oh, but don't fret. I honor my pledges. I even have a present to build your anticipation. Why, a glimpse of your enemy, Ruvitar and his prize. moment, my mortal trifle. Come close. I have one last secret to whisper in your ear. You're far too delightful for the horrible death awaiting you. After all, we've grown so close. Such a pleasure should be mine alone to deliver. You're far too... You're far too... You're far...
Anyone could be a skin stealer. Anyone! You'd never find all of us. They're everywhere.
Follow me. The exit is this way. What to do with you? What to do? Far too entertaining to slaughter, yet I can't let another Daedra get their hooks inside you. Besides, I assure you mine are the rustiest. Positively maddening you are. If I end you now, we'll be together forever. Oh, it thinks it can defeat me. You have no sense of your own futility, do you? Much as I desire, I can't steal a walking tragedy from this realm. Go look for Rúvitar and the Nemic Egg, as though your actions matter. Somewhere beyond these ruins, I'm sure. This portal will take you from this place, I promise. And that is the last promise to you I will keep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I could use a break.
Ukatse informed us you had entered the ruins to pursue Vice Canon Rondar's imposter. Whatever you did in the ruins caused a lot of panic amongst the Dominion. We chose our moment and pushed out of the cave. Vice Canon Haytamine was wounded in the process, but she'll survive. Yes, but Vice Canon Rondar's death weighs heavily on Haytamine. She says she should have known. Poor thing. We were all fooled. But enough of our troubles. Did you stop his imposter? Once she's recovered, Vice Canon Haytamine will no doubt celebrate your accomplishment. But this artifact you mentioned, the Nemic Egg, do you know anything of its whereabouts? A Dominion general, perhaps, whoever he is, will stop his march through Shadowfen. I'll appoint Ukatse to lead the scouts in our search for Rúvitar. I swear to you, he'll account for the Dominion's terror. This Nemic Egg is unknown to me. If it originated in Shadowfen, perhaps an Argonian would know more. I had someone else in mind. Argonian keepers know the history and legends of their lands. I'm positive one of the keepers at the hatching pools could tell us of the Nemic egg. Vice Canon Hatamine and I must rally the remnants of Stormhold's forces to the hatching pools. If the Skin Stealers took Vice Canon Rondar, they'll know what he knew. Rendezvous with our forces at the hatching pools. We must learn what the Dominion plans for the Nemic egg. Keeper Omnise was a kind woman. She tended eggs, you understand? She was a midwife to Argonian hatchlings. And they butchered her. The Dominion cut her down and left her to rot. I take no pleasure in being right. The Dominion must have learned Vice Canon Rondar's knowledge of the hatching pools. It is imperative we learn the Nemikek's true role in the Dominion's plans. They bring nothing to this land but abomination. If you haven't seen it yourself, Dominion forces are all over the hatching pools. They kill anyone who tries to leave. The only good news is they've left the eggs unharmed. We could use your help in learning why. I'd like you to cut down every Dominion soldier you see, but a quieter approach is more prudent. Either way, find Keeper Uzith A. He'll know how to buy time until I arrive with reinforcements. Ukatse found ceremonial garb in the chest behind me. He made it past Dominion guards, but one of their tigers sniffed him out. His wounds weren't too severe. You could use the garb to seek out Keeper Uzith A. Just keep an eye out for tigers. Report the extent of this attack to Vice Canon Hatamine. I expect to return with reinforcements quite soon. We'll drive the Dominion from the hatching pools. If you see opportunities to aid the Keepers, I urge you to do so.
You know better than to... Yes, I think I see. What brings you to me, assistant? The Dominion tells us nothing. Those who left, they killed. Those who stayed, they let live. We don't know why. We continue to prepare for the hatching. They haven't stopped us from that yet. As we speak, the eggs grow moist. Before we begin the hatching, I wish to know the Dominion's intentions. But endangering yourself on our behalf isn't something I can ask. Then go. Light the braziers in the Zanmirs of First Light and Setting Sun. As you walk amongst the Dominion, listen with care. We must know if they mean us harm. And look for Assistant Talixith. If she still lives, inform her I'll need her assistance.
Yeah!
Grow together. Here, I'll show you.
Keep your boots on. We're only here until the eggs hatch.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
So much filth. They're starting to grow together. Here, I'll show you.
Keep your boots on. We're only here until the eggs hatch.
They're almost like the spinners from back home. Couldn't we spare them, sir?
What part of no survivors don't you understand, Private? These savages are the enemy. Once they complete the ritual, they die like the rest. If you're so keen to argue, talk to the alchemist. It's his order.
Yeah.
Sir,
Have you come to stop the Dominion soldier who devours my kin? Keeper Uzathay can go count his scales. A Dominion dryskin cooked and ate one of our unhatched eggs. Though I'm sworn to the shell, I will not allow him to harm another. Make the egg he consumed his final meal. Spill his blood upon the ground where it may feed the roots of future generations. Show we fight to protect our young. He must pay for his crimes.
Lizard put you up to this? I'll eat her young.
I must be cursed. The braziers burn atop the Zanmir's pinnacles. Tell me, what have you learned of the Dominion's plans? There must be more to it than massacre. What can they achieve by waiting before slaughter? They could kill us now and have done with this place. Something sinister is at work, but we have no time. The hatching will soon begin. Then there is hope. As the hatching approaches, the Dominion will likely observe the ritual. Would you stand with us, despite the danger? Then we should begin. The time of hatching has come. We gather by the boughs of the Hist. What have they... No, this cannot be. Forever! What have they done?
Ahate! No!
The Dominion. They'll doom us all! The Hist. Our link is gone. I cannot feel the Hist. This must be why the Dominion waited. To see if the hatching would fail. Without the Hist, the eggs can't hatch. Now there is only void. I feel it, forming around the tree. You saw what it did to Ahate. The same will happen to our unhatched eggs. I'll offer myself to Sithis in exchange for holding back the void. It must be done. Save the unhatched eggs. Keep the eggs from the void. Protect our future. Sithis, I implore you. Shield our unhatched eggs from the void.
We must save the eggs. Dominion, they're coming. A mist, killing the eggs.
He's gone. He died for the eggs. Did it work? Are they safe? Some, you say? They murdered our hatchlings, our children. Why? But you saved some. That is... it's a good thing. It must be a good thing. We must restore our link to the Hist. Without it, the hatching pools will never see our young rise from its cool waters. The Dominion can only cause such a thing with a powerful artifact. Then the danger is graver than I thought. The Nemec egg bears the memories of the Hist. Severing our link is the least they could do with it. Come, we must leave this place.
What happened? If Assistant Talixus is with you, where are the others? Then we're too late. Thank Vivek, some good news. We'll bring the eggs to Hismir where they'll be safe. You handle yourself admirably against such odds. The Dominion would have killed half a generation of Argonians without your help. What of the Nemec egg? Have you learned what the Dominion wants with it? Then we know why Rúvatar needed a place of power. Should the Dominion bring the Nemic egg to their homeland, they prevent every Argonian hatching ritual from afar. I think I know. When our scouts found signs of Dominion soldiers to the west, Vice Canon Hatamine led a contingent of soldiers to an Aliad ruin called Loriacel. Hurry there and tell her what you know. If you'll excuse me, I have vermin to clear from the hatching pools.
Here!